Hello lads and ladies, and welcome back for another video on the channel. Today, League One Live. Well, we had 8-9 games yesterday. I thought, let's review them. And you'll find that a lot this season, that over the last season, that if there's enough games to go off, enough drama to go off, we'll do a show. Now, it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Now, despite my best efforts, I couldn't quite get a co-host on today of the quality of the one he had on Sunday. Despite my best efforts, unfortunately, he's back. Hello, mate. How you doing? Welcome.
Hello, Napper.
He basically was scared because he lost a game of football and he didn't want to come on.
No, don't be daft. Hello, Ian. Hello, Harry. Thanks very much for your nice comments on the weekend's live show. I bet you'll be thrilled to have me back. But yeah, no, look, I had a bit of an illness on the weekend, and to be honest, I probably shouldn't have gone to Wrexham last night. But I'm absolutely shattered, Ben. Didn't get in till about 1:30, 1:45 time. So,
all right.
All that for a defeat, all that for a 1-0 defeat. But
I watched you yesterday, and I think there's a lot of positives. I think for every one negative about Lincoln, there's probably 5 positives. I think we'll go into it in depth in a minute, but there's lots of positives to go off, this season as well. Let us know if you can see and hear us in the chat as well. Please like the show as well. And looking forward to going in depth. So you enjoyed yesterday then. What was the order of the day like?
Yesterday, so left work 2:30, got to Sue's house. Sarah, the lovely Sarah, drove us to Wrexham. You've been to Wrexham in pre-season now, haven't you? So you'll know parking's a nightmare. Got parked next to the ground. I'd been told by a good friend of both of ours, John Harry's, MK Dons supporter, that there was a hog roast bap outside the ground. Nowhere to be seen. So I had to settle for a sausage roll and a hot chocolate, which was nice. And then, the football happened. Like you said, I was pretty happy, but we lost. So, and then it didn't get back to Lincoln. Got back to Sue's about 1:30, and then I drove home half asleep on the road between Saxby and Lincoln, and I was half. I don't know how I got home. To be honest, I was shattered.
Show me your hoodie, please.
My hoodie.
Yeah.
Oh, you on about the paint stains?
No, because someone just put match hoodies. Mine's from literally, I can't remember, Closure, I think it's from. Hi, Ben and Jake. Blue Nose here, and a new member. Love the content. Sadie? Is that the name? Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for joining as a member, and thank you for subscribing as well. And thank you for everyone that has joined so far as well. Hello to Sophie. Hello to David. Hello to Ben. Unfortunately,
thank you, Ben.
Hello, Harry. Hope you're well, mate. Let's get on with it. Bristol Rovers 0, Blackpool 2. Fylde Coast teams going to Bristol Rovers away on a Tuesday night.
Oh, make it about yourself, Nappers. Go on.
It's not new, is it? Welcome to the club, Blackpool. Bristol Rovers yesterday, poor, flaky, embarrassing yesterday. Expected goals of 0.23, 7 shots, 0 on target. And Bristol Rovers, yet again, they go away to Mansfield, have a positive result at the weekend. And that's now 8 defeats in 17 for Matt Taylor. And it's 21 points and 17, the 14th in the table. Where's the strength, in my opinion? Where's the development on this? Because they are where they should be, in my eyes. They're not overachieving. They're not playing good football. Their expected goals is low down as well. They're not a great watch. They're poor at home. The mem used to be absolutely rocking. Now it's not. For Blackpool, a lot better. They were okay on Saturday in parts against Bolton. I thought for the first 45, 50 minutes, I thought they were in the game without really creating too much. Steve Bruce getting back to winning ways, I think, is important because they haven't won for 6 games before this. Steve Bruce has managed against 76 different football clubs, Jake, and won against 69 of them as Blackpool pull away with a 2-0 win.
Yeah, Bristol Rovers are just consistently inconsistent, aren't they? They go and get that. I know they get to talk about the win on the weekend, but a really good win away at Mansfield, who have been really good at Field Mill this season. And then a game at the Men where I think a lot of their fans were gone, right, we're just beating Mansfield away from home. We'll be able to beat Blackpool. They didn't turn up again. I think we've spoken before after the game that they lost to Wycombe about Matt Taylor's record at the Men is just horrific. Not sure what's going on. I feel like ever since Matt Taylor's been appointed, there's been a real discourse between Matt Taylor, the players, and the people above him, which I don't know if you've completely unrelated, seen the High Performance podcast with Graham Potter, how he talks about how difficult it is to work with people who you just don't understand football or don't understand the way you want to work. And I feel like Matt Taylor was going through something similar and still is. It seems like everybody's not singing from the same hymn sheet. Blackpool, again, like you say, unfortunate down at Bolton, but it's a good win for them. Blackpool, where I thought they were going to be around the middle, top 10-ish. Good side some days, bad side, some others. So I think this one sort of went the way you were expecting if you followed the status quo. But yeah, it was a I don't know. Bristol Rovers worried me, Ben, big time. I think as long as they've not sorted, they've got the new ownership in place, haven't they now? But it just doesn't seem it doesn't seem organised. It just seems the leaping from one disaster to another, and I think that might catch up with them in a couple of years.
It's embarrassing because from Bristol Rovers' point of view, I want them to be better. I want them to fight. I want them to be in-gamed. I want them to be energetic, get fans off the seats that obviously don't stand up already. The Mem used to be this long way away for a lot of clubs, out the way, tough place to go. You think, Bristol Rovers away. Now you're thinking, Bristol Rovers away, we can get something. That shouldn't be happening. Bristol Rovers used to be a club where you feared to go. Now now you drive in and you're more likely to go and get 3 points inside the ground than you are in your car. Genuinely, that's how it's got. It really has. And
that's why I call them the League One speed camera.
Yeah, they are, and that's the good 1 minute and the poor the next. Bristol Rovers are either a 7 or 8 out of 10, where they're still not great but get something, or a 3 out of 10, and it's as simple as that. Keep your comments coming. Please keep liking the show as well. Me being a bit daft, unfortunately, I uploaded a video right before a League One Live, so that means no notifications go out for these shows. So maybe not the greatest marketing tip for myself before this, but we'll go with it. Next up, Burton against Charlton. You talk about speed cameras and giving 3 points away. Burton Albion continue to do so. Charlton back to winning ways. They struggled 1 winning 9 before this, and came against Birmingham, and they've been drawing too many games of late. The key talking point in here is Charlie Webster halfway through that second half, just clattering into the Charlton man, headbutting him. What are you doing? That is the naivety of a young footballer. He's only 20 years of age, that defensive midfielder, but he's absolutely comical. And Burton Albion sat the manager 5 weeks ago, the end of October, when they lost to Wycombe at home. I think, was it the 24th of October? So you're looking at 34 days. Today they sacked him, and for me, it's poor. It's a really.
Can I just remind you of something, Ben? Can I remind you of something?
But I think Burton Albion will stay in League One. Yes. How long have you had that trimmed for? I went with that to shake it up a little bit. I'll be honest with you.
To ruffle some feathers. Doesn't sound like some
feathers. Yeah, that's what I do best. But you look at that squad yesterday. Crocombe is a very, very good goalkeeper. Van Kooten's an experienced centre half that was really good for seniors last year. Sweeney's unbelievable. Jack Armour's a decent fullback. Goodwin Malief is, got a lot of potential out on the right hand side. He's 24, but good age. Webster and Bannon in midfield, again, unknown pedigrees. Orsi should be doing a lot better. He's still scoring goals. Kalinauskas, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Kalinauskas.
Yeah. Other than that, you look at it, and it's like the recruitment, there's some good things in there, and there's some bad things in there. And it's like, you've kind of got to go through the rubbish. I tell you what it's like. It's like going to it's like going for a too good to go bag. Burton Albion's recruitment. They're going to get some good things for value. That'll be good. But there's some dross in there that you don't want
Which too good
included.
to go bag is it?
You're probably looking at a too good to go from a carvery, so he's probably at the end of the night.
Okay.
That's what I would say. You don't get. I'm not quite.
You get a nut roast, but you get pigs in blankets. Is what you're saying.
Basically. For them to have a no manager for 5 weeks speaks volumes. Now, this is a football club that was always safe under the regime of Ben Robinson, wasn't it? You know, as a chairman, he was never going to be able to put money in because he didn't have it, but he was never going to see the football club struggle, and they were going to be Burton Albion, budget and proud, and Dina Manria, firefighter. They're past that now. This football club is way past this, and I don't see where the quality is coming from regularly enough. I keep thinking they're going to turn it around, but when Fleetwood Town have only got 2 less points than them in League One in 2024, and they played 17 less games, Birmingham this season have got more points than Burton Albion in 2024. It's like, come on now. I've no words for them. 1 win in 16 that came against Shrewsbury, 8 points adrift. Yes, they've got a game in hand. They've got Tamworth on Sunday. They lose that game of football. Oh, questions on the ownership because they've had an international break as well to appoint a manager.
Yeah, I've been speaking to David, the Burton fan that's in the chat, and he will know I have massive reservations about this NFG. Obviously, I heard 1 or 2 things through Jez George about what he dealt with when dealing with Burton Albion over the course of the summer. And for me, it sort of reeks a little bit of, again, similar to Bristol Rovers, chaos behind the scenes, disorganisation. I don't know. It felt like they got Robinson and they thought, yeah, we're gonna back him. We're gonna bring in all these players that's going to suit the way he wants to play. And then all of a sudden, results aren't going right, so we'll just pull the trigger first chance we get. And then you'd have thought, well, if they're going to be serious, if they're going to want, to actually progress, they're going to be able to bring a manager in, or they'll be able to pull someone from Scandinavia or wherever that they've got a lot of knowledge, and they just haven't done that. And things just seem to be going from bad to worse there. I mean, you mentioned Charlie Webster there. I mean, it's what it is, and Sue won't like the word, but his reaction to losing the ball is pathetic. Nappers. The way that he
horrible word. You never use that word in my company while Mike's in this chat.
He loses.
Have you ever thought, Jake, you're pathetic?
I have, yeah, and it's true. It's true. I am pathetic. Ignore.
Oh, we're not matching all these.
Yeah.
We've had this.
Welcome back.
Take it
mine's got a bit of colour on mine.
Well, I've got a picture of a skull underneath.
I've got playing cards on my back. Yeah, no, it's a poor reaction from Charlie Webster, and it shows. I think he was one of the hype signings coming in from Chelsea. There's a lot of hype around him, and it's not quite worked out for him as of yet. And I think he's just frustrated, isn't he? That they're not playing the football he would want them to play, what he expects to have played. He's lost the manager that brought him, 200 miles up the A1 to Burton. So not 200, that's a bit far, maybe 100. Yeah, I don't know. It was, I don't know. But they had a couple of chances, but they conceded a lot. Like, it could have been more than one. Like, it took until the 81st minute, but realistically, they could have conceded in the first half if it wasn't for the goalkeeper, like you mentioned. So, yeah, I'm worried for Burton. Obviously, Gary Rowett was meant to be in the crowd last night. That would be a decent appointment, getting him back. Is he going to be for the long term? Probably not. But is he going to come in and get them results? Maybe. I think you look at the fixtures that they've had, Ben. I think they played Shrewsbury at the right time. And apart from that, they've been completely out of their depth. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking at a team that are exactly like Carlisle were last year.
Yeah, agree with you. For me, I hate saying this, and I mean nothing against Burton Albion when I say this. I've just had to clear this up with Bolton fans that I'm trying to speak openly and honestly, and I don't have an agenda against any football club. I think Tranmere fans think I do at the minute. Christ. That one might be true, to be fair, but I haven't spoke about Wigan yet. I will reply to some of the comments. There is some questions that I will get to. Burton Albion are a new football club. They've got one of the best training grounds. They've got the best facilities because Bar Lincoln, of course. Forgetting Lincoln here
Of
at this moment in
course.
time. The best facilities in the division. However, one thing I'll say, Fleetwood Town got relegated after 10 years in this division. Accrington Stanley got relegated. Morecambe got relegated. Forest Green got relegated. All clubs, similar size, slightly smaller, maybe slightly bigger in some capacities as well, but not by much. Maybe Burton Albion are now the next one in the waiting list to go down. And they need to reset as a football club. And in the summer, they had 23 players, a new manager and a new owner. And they need to reset. And this, we're talking about that 3 months later. I don't know where you go from here because they've signed a lot of players on long-term deals with decent money for Burton Albion. I just feel that maybe going down the division will help them reset because they've been on the periphery of going down for a number of years now. League finishes have flattered them, to be honest with you, for how poor they've been. Dean and Manria, they were a playoff team for the last 3 months of the season, that made them into the top 12. So I just feel that they could be the next one to go because of the clubs that have gone down. Charlton were very poor. Yeah, on Charlton, again, did a job, won 1-0. I'm still not overly in flattering speaking about them. I still feel like they are a team that they've conceded the lowest expected goals in the division, Charlton, but low. I think they're 15th, 16th in shots on target per game, expected goals per game. They don't look like they're going to win games of football regularly enough. You look at the victories this season. They beat Birmingham 1-0. They beat Bolton 2-0. They beat Wigan away 1-0. Shrewsbury away 1-0. Burton away 1-0. There's a couple more in there as well. But they're all pretty much 1-0s and 2-0s. And they're all smash and grab. And that's great for 7 or 8 wins a season, but I need to see a performance. And I'm not seeing a performance to go with the victories. Where yesterday I saw a really good performance from Lincoln, a better performance, but they're not getting the win. Sometimes you need to see a performance to see spirit and to see long-term. I mentioned Shrewsbury last year. I kept going on. It's not sustainable. I mentioned Tranmere in League 2. It's not sustainable to play that way and continue it to go up. Mansfield, we said maybe they'll hit, for different reasons as well. So I just feel it's not sustainable for them. They're mid-table. I feel that's where they're going to be this year, if I'm honest with you. We will move on to the next game because I know Jake is conscious for time today. Pathetic. There you are, Sue. She's not happy with you. Absolutely, Adam. Give us a message on my social media, FDFC Nappers, and it'll be lovely to meet you. You'll be more than welcome. I feel there might be a few spaces in the home end, at least, for Colchester at home. And absolutely,
what do you mean? Danny Cowley's in town. Danny Cowley, if it wasn't there, if it wasn't if it wasn't 3 hours away, I'd be there, mate.
Yeah,
in the away end. Come on,
we get mentioned that as all the time, Marcus, as a Fleetwood fan, believe me. Acton, another one. It's very interesting. Talking about small teams, small fish in League One. Should we go on to Birmingham City? Those lots.
They haven't got the best midfield in the league, Ben, have they?
I think that. Don't get me started on that. I've already said that once. I think Paikeney Water on current ability while playing in a division. So obviously we've had Dele Alli at this level, but what he went to go on to. But current level in a season, Paikeney in a Water are the best 2 midfielders to ever play in League One at current ability. They are phenomenal. They are. I had to a League One team this season. I had to leave one out because I was like, I'm not having them both in.
Which one did you put in?
We have not released a video yet, so you'll soon see.
I put a Water in mine.
But anyway, Water, that's his 5th goal of the season yesterday, and in successful sides, you need midfielders that's going to break up play than one that's going to break through the lines. And Pate breaks up the play. And you talk about the Great Wall of China. Have you ever heard about the Great Wall of Birmingham? Because that's what Paikeney Water are in that midfield. They're destroyers.
Neither of them are Chinese. I love that.
Yeah, but they're not Chinese, but the Great Wall of Birmingham. That's what it is.
Tread very carefully.
Yes, I know that. It's nothing against
that. We all know what happened to Rodrigo Bentancur. We don't want it to happen to you, do we?
But they are the Great Wall of that because, you look at Ethan Arn, he's a Great Wall of Lincoln City. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
very good.
It's phenomenal. So you're trying to get me cancelled.
Big gloves on Nappers. Good save.
I'm worried now. I'm going to get cancelled. I'm going to lose my job. Bring back Jack Goodwin, please. But no,
that was all you, man.
Terrific. He's terrific. And what I've been really impressed about this year with Birmingham, I thought in the first 15 games they'd start off slow. By slow, I thought they'd win maybe 7 or 8, draw 3 or 4, and lose 3 or 4. That's how I thought. I thought they would lose a couple. I always thought they'd lose somewhere. They shouldn't. Shrewsbury. Charlton away isn't necessarily a bad defeat because I think that helped them. And Craig Davies, the way he took the pressure off his players and basically said something about their budget to put it on himself, I thought was fantastic. A bit like Sam Allardyce did when he went in at Leeds for those last 4 games where he said he's a better manager than Pep Guardiola and take him at the firing line. But they've gone away at difficult places this year. Adams Park and won. The only team to win at Wycombe this season as well. The last team to win there as well, bar Villa in the Cup. They've won away at Leighton Orient. They've won away at Exeter. They've won away at Lincoln. They've won away at tough grounds, open grounds that are competitive sides in the division, that are League One. And you know they are League One. And the progressive football clubs. Leighton Orient was earlier this season. And they've won games. They have won away at Leighton Orient, haven't they? Am I thinking that?
Yeah, no, they did. Yeah,
yeah, they have won it. And the other one, but Exeter away. And then buzzing for Jay Stansfield. That's his 7th goal of the season. I think he's played 10 games and scored 7. I know a couple of penalties, but the fee that got rumoured, and I went, it's a bargain. Look, it's a big fee, but he'll get him promoted. Then he'll get him very high in the Championship as well when PPG comes back into it. But what he's been through as a young lad, going back to a football club close to his heart. They had the Stansfield banner as well up. What are you laughing at?
What do you mean? When PPG, points per game?
Oh, sorry. When
FFP, you idiot.
It's 3 words. Shut up. Bring back Jack Goodwin. Hey, he works for BBC Radio 5. You work for me. And no, it's a great result for them because they're showing character endeavour. Jay Stansfield scoring a goal at a club that he scored 13 goals at a few years ago, but his dad a legend at as well, and he got a great reception there. And Birmingham are picking up the results regularly. And it's after the international break because they start slowly. As soon as they get into a rhythm, they're going to be able to stop. Well, there's no international break for 4 months now. So I think Birmingham now is a period I thought they'd go on an absolute steamroll. I could see Birmingham, and they've still not, bar the Fulham game in the Cup, they've still not hammered anyone in the league yet. I think it's been mainly 2-0s and 2-1s and 3-1s and etc. They are due an absolute humdinger, as you would say.
Yeah, and I thought it was going to come against Shrewsbury, but I got told wrong. Yeah, what I thought was a nice touch, Ben, was that Jay Stansfield scored that goal right in front of the stand that is named after his dad. I don't know if you've seen the celebration.
Yeah.
I know it was sort of muted because it's against Exeter, but I think he kissed his hand and pointed towards the stand in which his dad's named after. So, yeah, it was a good moment for Jay. But like you say, this Birmingham team was just, you're a good side when you can just go to grounds like Wycombe, Exeter, Lincoln, Leighton Orient, and go and win. A lot of promoted teams. How many times have we seen it, Ben? Where a relegated team out of the Championship come down and go to a ground like Leighton Orient and completely underestimate and get turned over.
Yeah,
because it happens. It happens at this level. We've seen it with Wednesday, Sunderland. How many times did they get beat? Ipswich.
Sheffield Wednesday lost to Forest Green Rovers. You got like 30 points.
Exactly.
1-0.
Do you know what I mean? Ipswich lost 5-3 to probably one of the worst Lincoln teams I've ever bloody seen. Right.
It's all about you.
Hey, all right, Mr. Potts. Don't be calling me. Yeah, it's they're a good side, Birmingham. For Exeter, like we say, that this game won't defy their season, but I am slightly getting concerned now about how Exeter are going to score their goals because without McGuinness, they don't look particularly threatening.
No.
I wonder where they're going to have another source of goals because the goals are dried up for Milinicali. Doyle's scoring a couple early season. Demi Mitchell was a normally regular goal scorer, but hasn't cut it this year. Exeter are relying on their defence, and often when they go 1-0 down, they then struggle to get anything out of it. Not too dissimilar to somebody else, but Birmingham are a good side. No disgrace losing to Blues.
You've just made a really good point there. I feel you must have a temperature. You must feel still a little bit if you're making good points. I'm agreeing with. No, I agree with that. It's very much first goal wins. If Exeter score first, you think you're going to go and win 1-0.
Yeah.
Whether it's a Kramer getting it, I think Joe Whitworth in goal has been The best
Phenomenal.
goalkeeper in the division this year as well. 20 years of age, on loan from Palace, future England goalkeeper, by the way, in my eyes. I know Okonkwo at Wrexham has got a similar amount of has got better shot prevention, but he's just a phenomenal goalkeeper, and I like him. I like young goalkeepers. I like ones that come in on loan from Premier League academies and do well at this level. You see what the England team did, over the last 5 years. I think, was it 23 out of the 26-man squad have all played in the EFL before? So, that is, phenomenal. Great result. Exeter hopefully get back to winning ways sooner rather than later. Leighton Orient 0, Huddersfield 2. Again, could have been 3, but it was only 2. Duff size, going away from home, keeping a clean sheet, scoring 2 goals. In recent weeks, being good from set pieces, being good in shape, good in transition, not being vintage to watch. Don't break up to records of chances per game and shots on target per game, but do enough. Can regularly score a goal. In most games, they do score a goal. Score 2 if they can, but also keep it tight at the back. Win games of football. That is just a Michael Duff side. And when you are a staple of a good manager and you are playing like his team, you're going to get results over the long term. They started really well, hit a blip where they lost 6 in a row, I think, in all comps. And now I think they're unbeaten in 6, winning 4, drawing 2.
Yeah, we're not. Let's be fair, Ben. Have you been blown away by Huddersfield this season?
No, I haven't, but they've got what
no,
I say.
No. This is my point.
Enough.
This is my point. Neither have I. I look where they are on the table.
Yeah,
good
exactly.
Good sides can do that. And,
what do you think the difference is between them and Charlton are? Because I'm saying they both aren't playing great. They're not vintage. But Huddersfield, you feel like they've got more in them. I'm seeing more from Huddersfield than I am a Charlton.
Personality is what I'm seeing more from Huddersfield, and the character, bit of backbone. When if they go a goal down, they aren't. Yeah, thank you for taking that one off. They aren't. What am I saying? When they go a goal down, they often get back into it. Whereas Charlton, if they go a goal down, they don't. So, yeah, I like this Huddersfield team. They've got a good enough striker. They definitely don't need a striker in the January window. Certainly not Joe Taylor, because they've got Callum Marshall, who scored last night, didn't he? He closed the goalkeeper down and it cannoned off him. But he's starting to score regularly now. I was a little bit worried for Huddersfield because Matty Pearson didn't score their opening goal last night. And normally when Huddersfield win, he has to score the opening goal. So I'm sure there were a couple of Town fans in that away and going, oh, God, Matty Pearson's not scored the first one. We might get beat here. But, yeah, good performance, good result against a Leighton Orient team who are sort of inconsistent. I watched them on Saturday for half an hour. Didn't create a lot, and I'm again similar to Exeter. I worry about them going forwards. Going backwards, they've also probably got more of an error than Exeter in them. So, good result for Huddersfield and Orient. If Dan Adjie's not firing, who is?
I think they've been more worried about Matty Pearson not scoring at 6:45 when the team sheets came out because he didn't start the game.
They are then.
There you are, Jakey boy. There you are. Brilliant preparation for my co-host.
Can I just be honest? I was at a game. I was at a game last night. I've had no time to prep, and I'm going straight to. Well, I'm not, but I'm going that way. I'm finished. I'm going to bed.
Oh, are you? Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. I like that. Where should we go to next? Now, we'll go Wycombe. Now, all I'll say, Wycombe, they've gone Tenable. Now, they're actually beating good sides as well. Now, we'll come on to Mansfield in a minute, but this Wycombe side are finding a way to win. Now, lost the opening 2 matches, Birmingham and Wrexham, drew 2-2 away at Blackpool, where Dan Udo scored that screamer. And then what is followed is a run of 12 wins in 13. Cameron Humphreys signs in on loan from Ipswich and scores against Rotherham. And they get up and running, which you think, really good for them. And in 16 games, 36 goals scored, conceded 18, 38 points from 16 games in all comps. You're looking at it. Beat Bristol Rovers, went away at Oakwell, beat Crawley at home. Then they're beating Peterborough at home. Then they're beating Burton. Then they're beating Leighton Orient, York, Stockport, Wigan, Crawley again in the cup. Lincoln away, Mansfield at home, Stockport 5-0 was unbelievable. And it's green. the green grass of home. As some may say. Do you have you heard that song before? No, never heard that
Yes,
song.
it's renowned of a very dodgy bloke from round Lincoln way, so I'm not going to give him too much airtime.
Now, what I will say, Luke Leahy's 93rd minute cross, that somehow finds a way into the back of the net. Would that go in if Wycombe Wanderers had lost their last 9 games in all competitions and were bottom of the table? It is the luck you get when you are top of the table. And I said it so much about Portsmouth last year. They are getting lucky, but it's better sometimes to be lucky than good. And they've been good, but they may deserve a bit of luck. Next up, Wealdstone. Then you've got to go away at Exeter, Reading at home. This is a tough game, but this is a phenomenal outfit. And 12 wins in 14 League One matches with 2 draws, picking up 38 points in that record, and they've only lost to second and third in the division. They are 4 points in front of Birmingham with a game in hand. They are 5 points in front of Wrexham playing 1 more. This is a phenomenal outfit. Come on now.
Yeah, they're probably just, in terms of ability, they were just behind Birmingham, but they were good on Saturday, like really, really good. Like that front three, I don't know if you and Thingy mentioned it, but of Kone, Ado, and Onyedinma were just unbelievable. And then just to be able to bring off Gareth McCleary off your bench and to impact the game in the way that he can is amazing. And look, yesterday they didn't have it all their own way. Absolutely they didn't, because Mansfield are a good side defensively. They'll make it difficult for anybody. And to be honest, I thought Mansfield had got there. That to come away from Wycombe with a point would have been really good. But like you say, Wycombe being in the form that they're in, the confidence that they're in, they get that slice of luck. And yeah, Luke Leahy crosses it, but it sails in, and it's a phenomenal run. I was speaking to do you know Phil Catchpole?
Yeah. I bumped into him at the services when they were on the way to Blackpool and I was going to Oxford.
Yeah. He just can't believe it. He just couldn't believe how good a season they're having, and to be in the position they are in the league, but clear of Birmingham, clear of Wrexham, with games in hand, is unbelievable. It's testament to Matt Bloomfield, and also to those above him, because they could have got, Wycombe could have got rid of Matt Bloomfield 18 months ago, Ben. But they've had an unbelievable calendar year. They've built momentum, and they're setting themselves up for success and repeated success. And they, for me, will become a new Rotherham. They will be sort of between League One and the Championship, but every time they get to League One, they'll be strong. And this team are really, really strong.
It's taken them a while to adapt to a new play style, having a lot of the ball, a lot more passes. He had double the amount of passing Mansfield yesterday. Had 14% more possession in the football match as well. And what I like about their side is I like it a lot. I like Harvey as well. I think he's been terrific this year at left back. Partington at the other right-hand side. Never get too low. Joe Lowe, I think it's been brilliant. Taylor at the back as well has been, fantastic. And, you spoke highly of him a few years ago when he was at Cheltenham. I think you put him in your draft team as well, Caleb Taylor.
I did. Can you see why now?
Absolutely. Then you've got Morley, Humphreys, whether it's a Leahy or a Scowen in that midfield. Gareth McCleary is one that I want to talk to you about, because he's 37 years of age. He's only got 2 goals, 4 assists in this side, but he's an absolute workhorse. Fred Onyedinma, has come in and done really well. Kone has been shut up. Kone has been an absolute revelation up front as well. Udo is an option off the bench as well. Labala. You look to the side, Udo's quality. Mansfield is a couple of defeats. Like you said, they were coming into harder games as well. Next up, Stevenage. After that, Bolton Wanderers. After that, Huddersfield. After that, Charlton. After that, Rotherham. After that, Peterborough. After that, Reading away. After that, Bolton at home. After that, away.
Keep going.
At home. They've got up to the 11th of January. Now, they just need to stick in there and get points, because they will, under Cloughie, they will get points. If they can go and get something like 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, for the next 9, 10 games, if they can go and get something like 12 points, it'd be a decent return. And you look at it, it'll be 36 points from a possible 25 games. They'd have taken that just over the halfway point. If you haven't already, please give us a like. It does go a long way. And also, let's have a subscriber. How many are away? I think we are 134 away from 16,000 subscribers. If you could give us a subscription. Now, yesterday, Champions League. Man City 3-0 up. I could have watched the 3-3. Could have watched Arsenal away at Sporting Lisbon. There was Championship. Sunderland could have gone top of the Championship. League One, I thought Blackpool away at Bristol Rovers. Birmingham, really good outfit. Wycombe, top of the table. I watched Lincoln because, why not? And I was very frustrated, Jake. I can understand what Lincoln fans feel at the moment. Now, Lincoln City, I said a few weeks ago, I've been a 7 out of 10. I think Lincoln City have been a 7 out of 10 and are a point outside the playoffs, which is huge testament to them. In past seasons, they'd probably be about 13th, 14th in this. And they've only lost 5 in 17. My issue is yesterday. Now, Wickens in goal is a very good goalkeeper as well. Rowan, O'Connor, Derigwa, fantastic. Derigwa is an absolute powerhouse of getting the team up the pitch as well. And he made an unbelievable recovery tackle at 1-0 late in the game yesterday.
Yep.
Jack Moylan, son, you've got a right foot. Use it. Every time he got the ball, and Skabala said in his press conference the day before, he wants his players to be brave and he wants them to be greedier. They're too nice. So,
we're trying to pass the ball in.
Them up too much, being too nice and saying please and thank you for the. No, you want them to get on the pitch and be up monsters. Lincoln last year were absolute when they played Barnsley, Bristol Rovers. They went away. At Charlton and won. Oxford away and won. You got the cup final draws against Derby and Peterborough at home. They were monsters. They were mentality monsters. They were winning games of football in your face. Jeffries, good play. I thought McGrandles was the best player on the pitch yesterday. I thought he was outstanding. I thought he broke up everything in that midfield role. Ring again gave a different option. Billy Cadamartri, I thought, stretched the play really well. And Jon van Makama. I would say, right, in the nicest way possible, Lincoln City's back 9, the base. What I'd say is Lincoln City have a really good pizza. They have a really good, dough, have a good tomato base, have cheese all over it. The strikers are the toppings. It's a margarita pizza with a little bit of, a bit of mozzarella on it. A bit of
oregano.
Yeah, there's nothing there. And Jon van Makama, Bailey Cadamartri, Ben House, Rob Street, Freddie Draper.
Tyler Walker.
Tyler Walker was injured, isn't he? I don't even include him in part of 5. I think those 5 players score less than 30 goals between them.
Oh, easy, yeah.
And I said that at the start of the year. Lincoln need to score 70. This year, Jake, 10 of your 23 goals have come from defenders. That's a worry for me. That's a worry from the outset. But yesterday, plenty of positives to take. You come away frustrated, but you look at the stats. You only had 1 shot on target, and I'm saying you dominated the game. You had 9 off it. Rob Street had a chance that goes wide. Jon van Makama had 2 that dropped to that don't fall right. I thought you were outstanding yesterday. I've watched you away at Burton. I watched you at home to Barnsley. I watched you yesterday. I watched you against Exeter. No, get me a fucking season ticket here.
Got a shirt now.
I'm coming to Huddersfield. Who do you have next week? I'm impressed with you.
Yeah.
You just need to get through the next month where last year you struggled because you did. You went on I think you went 12 games without a win where it got extended. The winless run went into a winning run because you drew 3 games away at Wycombe, Derby, Peterborough, then you went on the winning run.
Yeah.
I think you need to get outside the playoffs. If you can get outside the playoffs, less than 5 points outside and sign 2 strikers, there's every reason you can get into those playoffs.
Yeah. If we sign the striker that's on our, as Sue mentions there, is on our wish list, then I think it's over for the rest of the teams wanting to get in the playoffs. What I would say is the run coming up, Nappers, in the league, I think is something we can get points out of. Charlton at home, Reading at home to come, Shrewsbury away, Bolton we've got to play before January as well. I think there's an opportunity for us to pick up some points there. So I imagine we probably will be within that gap to try and be in the playoffs. But yeah, I was relatively pleased yesterday. Some good performances. That first half, I don't know how we didn't go in a goal up. I know they hit the crossbar, but that was really the only thing that they did go in the other way. We had chances. Callum Burton's made a good save. Jack Moylan's hit one just wide. Bailey Cadamartri's had 1 block. Paulie O'Connor's had 1 blocked. So I was really impressed. And then I just thought, you know what, Lincoln, Wrexham are like one of the best teams at home. They've got 2 points at home all season, and you've got them. Now go and kill them. Do you know what I mean? And we just didn't have that killer instinct. And it was.
Can I just jump in? What did I say to you 10 minutes before we came on here?
I would.
Did I not say that name?
You did, yeah. And do you know what? I've watched him. I've watched him a lot, and he's been in my fantasy team for about 2 or 3 weeks now, and he's unbelievable. He would. Can you imagine if we had him and Joe Taylor up front together? Oh,
I will say this now. Philippe would have got a better front two than you. Graydon and Coughlin.
I think Bailey Cadamarchi probably gets in your team.
Yeah, he does. But I think Coughlin.
Yeah, you've got a better two, but we've probably got the best individual striker.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure there, actually.
Cadamarchi, England under 20 international. Come on.
Ryan Graydon, 1 for 40, 2 for 70.
Yeah, he's. The chances in the second half are going to be obvious. A lot of Lincoln fans are slagging Jovan Wakama off. And should he score? Yes, he should score. He should. That one where he pokes it wide, I think the number 3 is leaning into him, but he should hit the target. Rob Street should probably hit the target. I don't know, Ben. I think we should have won the game yesterday. I thought we made Wrexham look extremely average in there. This really hyped up team that are really good. I didn't think Wrexham were any good yesterday.
Well, full credit to Wrexham for getting the 3 points, first of all.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that has to be said that Wrexham, what Wrexham did, they put a ball into the box where you probably didn't do enough, into an awkward area, and it's flicked off.
I won't tell you how Sue described that Tendai put it past the own goalkeeper on the way back because it's a little bit inappropriate. But
anyway, what Wrexham are good at is that using the fullbacks. I thought Barnett caused you a few problems later on in that second half as well on the counter-attack. They've won 10 games out of 17 now, only lost 3, scored 26 goals. They've only conceded 11. Now at home, they've conceded 4 goals in, 8 home games? That's 2 in the last 7 home games since they conceded 2 to Wycombe. So they're a phenomenal outfit at home, and they get regularly results as well. And look, they're a point above Birmingham. Yes, they played 2 games more, but they're only 4 behind, behind Wycombe. They're a team that, are reliant on those wingers. I thought Dobson in midfield yesterday. I thought James broke up the play as well. Ollie Rathbone is a player that I've liked for a number of years as well, since his time at Rochdale as well. Elliot Lee was a bit quiet in the game, but did enough. Thought Lincoln tried to just try and get out through the lines as well very quickly. But, we could talk all day about it. We've got 3 games to go. I'll let you start off with the next one. Wigan 2, Northampton 1. The Ticks get back to winning ways against the Cobblers.
Johnny Smith. Pretty much it, mate. And he scores the same goal on repeat. I've put this out on Twitter today. He just scores the same goal time and time again, where he cuts in on that left foot and unleashes an absolute thunder.
Unreal for Burton and Oldham, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, and he's done it before for Wigan because he did it against us. Really good footballer, really tidy. But yeah, no, I think it was a good win for Wigan. Northampton. I listened to the It's All Cobblers to me lot this week. They were sort of a bit disappointed that they lost it yesterday, but I think Wigan, Wigan are just a little bit more consistent, aren't they? They've got their highs are not as high and their lows are not as low. They just have a more consistent baseline. And I thought,
we were 6 or 7.
Pumpy game's been postponed.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know why.
What's going on there? Anyway,
I hope everything's fine there. By the way.
Yeah, likewise. It was a good win for Wigan. They needed that, I think, after the it's back-to-back wins now, isn't it, for them after the win against Barnsley. But yeah, solid win. I thought Northampton didn't do too much going forward, but that's been their issue this season. Outside of Tyler Roberts, Tom Eaves, they've not really. They've been quite poor going forward. Mitch Pinnock. And if they're not firing, they're not firing. And defensively, they can always concede one because they make mistakes. So, yeah, it was a good win for Wigan, Ben.
So the game at Portsmouth has been postponed in a Millwall because of no lights. A Millwall fan put, no one lights us. Brilliant. Anyway, yeah, agree. Wigan, solid. Northampton, solid. 2 very similar sides. Back-to-back wins for Wigan, scoring 3 goals, conceding 1. 6 points gain, momentum building. That's what they've needed. They've not really had a strong base. So it's good to see them getting back to winning ways because they're a football club that, when they are thriving, do thrive as well. And yeah, I don't want to speak too much because I'll be called a Wigan fan because I'm definitely not. I could get labelled as a Bolton fan, a Lincoln fan. I could get named as everything but a Fleetwood fan at this rate. Barnsley 2, Reading 2. This is just typical Barnsley. Score 2 goals at Oakwell, don't win the game, go a goal up, go 2-1 down, come back 2-2. Josh Hill scores a goal. 4-goal thriller. Could have gone either way. Reading, great to get another point away. That's 7 points from the last 3 away games. They give away at Exeter, Peterborough and Barnsley. They're attacking that all day long. Barnsley, 7 wins, 6 draws, 4 defeats. Very like Lincoln. Although they scored 3 more than you and conceded 1 more than you, I think you're very similar. I think you've got a better team than them, but there's just a spark missing. And they need to turn those 6 draws into some victories. And at the moment, Keeler, Dunn and Humphreys, yes, they've got 4 goals between them as well. That midfielder, Phillips, and Connell and Russell are doing its job. Just lacking that little bit of extra gear at the minute. They've got, after the international break, they've got Wrexham away, which is a tough game. Birmingham, Exeter, Leighton Orient and Bolton before the new year as well. And just after that is Peterborough. So the next 6 games will know a lot about this Barnsley side.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And it's this Oakwell curse happening all over again, isn't it? They're just so good away from home. And then they get home and they just crumble. I don't know what it is, whether it's the pressure, whether it's the amount of people there. I'm not particularly sure, but I think you got to give a lot of credit to Reading. I watched them on Saturday when I got home. I thought they were tidy. In transition against Peterborough, they completely killed Peterborough trying to play out from the back, and they stole the ball back up really highly and scored 2 really good goals. And yesterday, I thought they did something similar. Barnsley under Darryl Clark, we know, can be a bit more direct, but yesterday they tried to play it out from the back, and Reading caught them out on a number of occasions. And when you've got a front, got Sam Smith up there who's tenacious, works really hard. And when the 8 times out of 10, I'd say if the ball bounces in the box to Sam Smith, the ball's going to go in. Harvey Nibbs probably 6 times out of 10 reliable goal scorers at this level. And I thought yesterday they only just about warranted it, but they did get there in the end. It was a great point. And like you say, Reading, similar, sort of the opposite to Barnsley, aren't they? So good at home and then completely fold away. Good to see them finally start to turn that around. And now, obviously, just outside the playoffs, only just outside the playoffs. And Ruben Sellers has done an unbelievable job.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Sam Smith, a regular goal shout. And, in previous years, he's been too good at goodbyes, at his previous clubs. So it's good to see that he stayed at Reading beyond this year. Be-dum. And over half the people who aren't subscribed, over half the people who watch the videos and streams on this channel are not subscribed yet. So if you haven't already, please press subscribe. We are 132 now away from 16,000 subscribers. Last game. Now, I've just done a video on this. Cambridge United 1, Bolton 1. 0-0 first half. Bolton offer absolutely nothing. I watched Bolton against Blackpool on Saturday, and I watched the full game back against Huddersfield, parts of the game away at Stockport, away at Charlton back in preparation. And I saw some of the good bits when they beat Peterborough. I thought they had 10 shots on target. That game scored in the last minute as well. And they've been good in parts. Scoring, a goal after Cambridge go down to 10 men. After that, Ian Evatt brings on bodies to shore it up, to try and hold on for a 1-0 victory away at Cambridge with 10 men. And I get it. It's Tuesday night, tough place to go, open stadium, long throws, set pieces. You've got to be smart. And if he brought attackers and tried to kill it off, and we'd be here hammering him for that as well. But they concede. I think it's Kai who eventually gets the last touch, and it goes into the goal. And they draw the game 1-1. Bolton Wanderers have taken 23 points from the last 11. Only Wycombe have taken more points than them in the last 10 games. Now, for me, Birmingham have taken 23 points from 11. They've won 7, drawn 2, lost 2. That's a really good return. However, you look at the results, Jake. Beat Reading at home. It was a good victory. They beat Crawley away. I thought they were poor in the game. I thought Northampton game, they were phenomenal for an hour. After that, they absolutely were knackered, conceded 2 late goals, switched off, and if that game would have gone on 10 minutes more, they could have drawn that 4-4, seriously. They beat Peterborough in the last minute, 1-0. They beat Blackpool in the last minute. They beat Stevenage away, which was a really good performance, not taking anything away. There is positives in there. They lost away at Birmingham, didn't really offer anything. They lost away at Stockport, which was embarrassing. They drew at home to Shrewsbury 2-2, right? They drew yesterday. So that's the 10 games in there. There's one more that I think I'm missing in there as well. But that's the base of it. The performance levels are not good enough. The fitness levels are not good enough. They aren't dominating games. They are getting lucky rather than good. And I know it's better to be lucky rather than good, but you are Bolton Wanderers. I need to see a bit more class from you. In 2024, they have won 19 out of 42 league games. They have taken 69 points from 42 league games. That is 75 points, right, over 46 games. Over the last 3 full seasons, I think it's been 76, 83, and 78 to get into the playoffs. They won't get into the playoffs. In 2024, they've been poor. This isn't just this season. This has been since the turn of the year. They haven't been good enough, right? Since probably February, where Coleman comes in, they were struggling. Baxter comes back in, they've been struggling. Collins, McAtee, and Charles are all players that drop into holes, getting behind on the last line of the defender and can press, but are all the same player. Adebayo offers something different. He'll put an elbow in there. Do I think they're missing a John Daddy Boffalton? He's not the greatest of footballers. He's not the most technically gifted. He won't score 5. He won't probably score 10 goals. But what he will do in there, the last 15 minutes of the game, he'll put an elbow in there. He'll pinch the defender. He'll be nasty. And you've got to be an absolute animal at this level. And Bolton Wanderers are too nice. You go to the you go to the Tough Sheet Stadium and it's, oh, hello, mate. How you doing? Welcome to Wigan. Come and play football. It's your big day out, big stadium. You come, entertain your 3,000 fans. Have enough? No, it's embarrassing. Stop put away. They got allocated 844 tickets. What they should go and do for the return fixture is allocate them. I think it's a tenth of the stadium. Allocate them as minimum as you can. Do not let them have 4,000 behind the goal. From the board upwards, you need to be a nastier football club because that's what you've got to do at this level to be successful. Lincoln did it to Portsmouth last year because they needed for their own game. They allocated, I think, 900 tickets because they just wanted to. And there's not enough. Ian Evatt looks a broken man. He's lost a lot of weight. He looks drained in himself. He's excuses every week. He's putting players under the bus. And I'm not a Bolton fan, and I'm getting myself worked up. And I'm not a Bolton fan because I'm sick and tired of hearing it. The fans of that football club, right, when you turn on a manager, when a big football club turns, it's very hard to turn back, and it won't. The board there has done a phenomenal job at turning around the fortunes of that football club because 6 years ago, they were a mess. They were a shambles, and the administration nearly gone. Sharon Burton has done a phenomenal job, and she's a really good person, good owner, knows what she's doing. Sometimes her loyalty to Ian Evatt, because what he's done previously, they've been in worse situations, sitting 19th in League Two, can maybe only get him so far. Ian Evatt has done a phenomenal job. What I will say, I don't think he is the man to take Bolton Wanderers from League One to the Championship. I think he'll go on managing the Championship, but in big moments, he's not got the kahunas to do it. He's proven that. And key decisions in key games, they're very similar to watch. Get the ball, play out through the back, which they're not good at because they conceded away at Charlton, at home to Huddersfield, way at Stockport from playing out from the back. They don't look confident. The 9th, by the way. This team that expected goals, the 9th in the division. They've also conceded at, I think, the 8th highest expected goals in the division. Do you know 2 years ago, Jake, they conceded 36 goals in the full season? They've conceded 26 already this season. Where's the progress in that? Where is it? They're going backwards. Like in the playoffs against Oxford, they didn't turn up. The best player came off the bench at half time.
Yeah.
They're on unbelievable form, and people think the 3 points offside fourth. The 3 points outside fourth with a game in hand. So it's not all bad, but the performances will not get you promoted. It is not sustainable. They've been playing teams that realistically they should be beating, and people go, oh, he's winning games of football. But you should be beating Northampton. You should be beating Fair play that you're doing it. Oh, you take over because I'm getting angry with it. And I'm not even a Bolton fan.
Ben, but I've got nothing else to say. You've said everything. And if you want to go and see that version of another round worded a different way, Ben has just put a video out. So please go and make it a 1 out of 10 because he absolutely deserves it. And you can see how passionate he is about Lancashire football because well
done, because Bolton is in Lancashire as well. It's not Manchester. It's Lancashire.
Go and check that out. But I have nothing to add, Ben. You've literally taken.
Talk to me about Cambridge.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Kai. That was good, wasn't it? Cambridge. I think it's a good point for them. I think they'll be really delighted. They've shown progress over the last couple of weeks, haven't they? And to get a result against a team, you got to bear in mind they're drawn with Barnsley and now Bolton at the Abbey in the last couple of weeks. That signifies to me progress compared to the first 9 games where they couldn't get a point for love nor money. So Cambridge are making some real progress, I think, under Gary Monk, and they're certainly heading in the right direction.
If you've got any questions for the last 5 minutes
shall
of the
I?
show,
Do you want me to do your running on how we've been getting on our predictions over the last couple of weeks?
Yes, we will do. But while you're not, if you've not already, please go and follow Jake on.
We do have some games to predict as well.
Jake_Tong98. And also give us a subscription if you haven't already. 129 now away.
So Saturday, obviously, because I missed the show, just to let you know, Ben, you scored 5.
Danny Bufferson. There you are.
You scored 5 last Saturday, Ben.
Right, okay.
And I scored 8. And then this midweek, you got 8. And I got 10. So points at the minute, Ben 148, me 133. So I've closed the gap a little bit. However, Ben, we do have some predictions to do because there's a full game week. We won't be doing a show this weekend, will we? Because it's FA Cup.
Oh, it's next Tuesday, isn't it?
There's Tuesday.
Now, next Tuesday, I need to book you. Thursday, do we do a show Thursday night? Because we play Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah. Let's pencil in Thursday. That should be
It'd be absolutely gutted. If you can't make it, I'll be absolutely gutted.
Yeah. Right. You're first this week.
Thing is, I'm actually nice to him in real life.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's paying for dinner when he comes next in 2 weeks. Hey?
I'd like to be fair. The last time you got your wallet,
I didn't realise
it had Queen Victoria's head on it.
It's
got dust on every time you get your wallet on.
Hold on a minute. You're going to sleep on my sofa that I bought. You're going to use the heating to keep you warm that I pay for. You're going to use the electricity that I pay for to charge your devices. You're going to use the hot water in which I pay for.
And I'm paying good money to come and see you.
Oh, give it a rest.
I'm paying.
Right.
Decent.
Nappers. Games. You're first.
Travelodge. Don't worry.
You're first. Exeter Wycombe.
Ooh.
Exeter.
1-1. Yeah. Tough place
1-1.
to go, Exeter. I think it'd be a good point, Nat. I think it would be a good point for Wycombe, Nat. Keep the run going.
The winning train continues. Exeter 1, Wycombe. No, Exeter 0, Wycombe 1. Orient versus Bristol Rovers.
2-1, Leighton Orient. The Orient Express goes choo-choo.
Orient, what did you go for? 1-0?
What?
What did you go for?
2-1.
2-0 Orient.
Yeah.
Charlton Crawley.
2-0 Charlton.
2-1 Charlton, I think.
Okay.
Bolton Mansfield.
2-1 Bolton Wanderers.
Yeah, I think Bolton win this 3-1.
I can't believe I'm having that much for winning 7-11, but people don't. You need to be there. Yeah, you need to be there to see it, I think.
The most important game's coming. Rotherham versus Lincoln. Don't you take my prediction. Don't you dare.
Rotherham 0, Lincoln 1.
Oh, thank you. Rotherham 1. Rotherham 1, Lincoln 1.
You're 1-1?
Yeah, 1-1.
You can go there and win.
Steve Evans always just finds a way to score. Stevenage, Northampton.
1-0 to Stevenage. Stevenage, we need to talk about them because they are dross to watch, aren't they? Christ.
They're pretty
lowest expected goals. Lowest expected, I think the second lowest expected goals against. Goals.
You're talking me into a 0-0 here, Ben. I'm going to go 0-0.
They love a 0-0.
Wrexham Barnsley, good game that at the racecourse.
2-1 Wrexham. I feel this in devotion.
Their fans were awful last night, by the way.
I go off the day on the radio with Lincoln fans, by the way.
Good. Well, that's because we were near the press box.
Yeah.
Don't
mention that.
I'm gonna go Wrexham. What did you say? 2-1 Wrexham.
Yeah.
Gonna go 2-2.
Okay.
Huddersfield, Wigan.
I'm going to go 2-0 Huddersfield. They love a 2-0 at home, don't they?
Yeah, Matty Pearson to score first, by any chance?
I think no. Ben Wiles will score.
I'm going to go 3-0 Huddersfield. Reading, Cambridge. The Harvey Nibs.
2-0 Reading. 2-0 Ding. You've
Yeah,
just got Paul Ince up the ding.
I'll go 2-1 Ding. Birmingham, Stockport.
I
don't think I'm going to have any friends
2-1 to lose. Stockport
Birmingham 1, Stockport 1.
Okay.
Peterborough, Burton.
3-0 Peterborough. When Peterborough are on it,
I'm going
well.
bigger than you. I'm going 4-0 Peterborough.
When Peterborough are on it,
Sorry.
phenomenal.
Yeah, Luke's just put it 4-0. And finally, to close us off, Shrewsbury, Blackpool.
Wild Thing. 2-1 Shrewsbury.
Yeah, I was going to go 2-0
Wild
Shrewsbury.
Thing.
Come on,
Gary.
I
love that man so much. I really hope Shrewsbury stay up now because of him. I love him. By the way, he made me cry 4 years ago, right? But I absolutely love him. And I came, honestly, after the game, I was like, fair play. He's a respectable guy. He said it how it is. He's honest. And everything our man's written. He came to the Fleetwood fans, right? And not even in a take the Mickey type of guy, and clapped our fans. There was 40 of us on a Tuesday night. First thing he clapped, and he did it with Sheffield Wednesday fans, and he's just honest, and that's what you want.
Yeah, I completely agree. I've gone for a 2-0 Shrewsbury win. So that's our predictions for Tuesday. And we've done.
Any final questions? Get them in. If you haven't already, please like. Let's see if we get to 50 likes. 126 away from 16k now. We've had a Fleetwood haven't been playing games of football, so if you could subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated.
It would be greatly appreciated. Was that your door opening that I heard?
It was Sophie coming in through the door again. I needed a tissue. I've actually. So see, the thing is, Jake, when I've got man flu, I soldier on. See.
Well, it is your channel, so
well,
you'd have to.
I still do my other commitments that I had, Yeah, I hate you, Butler. I hate you. Yeah. Any final? Next time he eats anything I bake, I will charge him for the ingredients, time, and yeah. Yes.
I'm not charging him. I'm not charging him.
You're doing chicken. I genuinely think Lincoln will win a game of football 3-4-0. I genuinely do. I couldn't tell you when, but there's
Charlton.
I think honestly, I genuinely think you're going to win some in the next before the end of this year. You'll beat someone by 3 or more goals, or or it might be a 3-1, but they score late, and it's like.
Do you know who my favorite? Who I want that to be? Bolton away.
I can see you winning away at Rotherham more than 1. I could see it being 2, but I'm going to go for 1 for now. Let me go because I've actually got Lincoln City as one of my favourite teams on FotMob. We won't mention that. Don't know why that's in there. You know something? You're going to win away at Huddersfield 3-0 because I'm there. Come on.
Do you reckon?
No, just because I'm there, innit?
Good luck.
How do you think you'll take to that?
1,500.
It's not bad. We get that at home. How many points do you reckon Burton will finish on? I reckon 36. Now, you can stay up. I've said it. Come on.
Well, they're on nearly 10 now, aren't they? Well, are they in double digits yet?
They're on 8. You've won 1, drawn 5.
I reckon they get 34.
You know what's mad? Peterborough have conceded the same amount of goals as them. And that's how vintage Peterborough are, by the way. Yeah.
What a night, then! What a show! What a night! It's been a good one, mate, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks very much for watching, guys.
You look thrilled, mate.
Yeah, buzzing. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a long day. Come straight home from work, make a
No
Bolton
show this
video.
weekend.
Say again.
No show.
Is Hammy League One?
Fleetwood playing this weekend.
We are, mate.
Are you
We
playing
are,
this
mate.
weekend?
Yeah, there is no show. I forgot about that. It's good that. We're playing Colchester at home. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Danny Cowley.
Yeah, then I'm off to a gig straight after it in Manchester, so can't wait.
And we've got Crawley away in the cup.
Crawl away in the cap, right.
So let's
anyway,
hope we win
thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Jake, thanks for joining me, mate.
Thanks, mate. Sorry if I'm really tired, everybody. It's been a long 24 hours, put it that. Brilliant.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Brilliant. And also, there's a membership video coming out tomorrow. So if you want to join as a member for 27 previous videos, there's 2 this week. There's 1 yesterday, 1 tomorrow. You can see stuff like this, my opinion over League One ground. Look at those beautiful blue eyes. If you haven't already, please press subscribe on your way out. Until next time, I will see you later. Hope this guy about League One.
You
Wrexham 1, Imps 0.
Shut up, Nappers.
I just want to be back in League One.
You're going to be waiting a long time. Oh, God.
Longer than you for a girlfriend.
You don't know where I'm about to go.